Hello everyone, I'm Satyam and this is chapter 3 of my Blender scripting series, Scenes. So, a lot of you might not know what scene is. You might have actually heard it that we are using Blender scene, but you might have not used it a lot, like really. Even I haven't used Blender scene in my 3 years of working with Blender and scripting. Alright, so scene is present here. Basically, so if you want to know more about scenes, then you can reference the YouTube guide anywhere. So this is scene. So whatever we see on the screen can be changed using scene, and the most important part of the scene is like linking the objects to the collection, scene collection, and changing the default objects in our scene, like changing our default camera object, right? You might know this, but if I add a new camera like from here, and then here's our new camera. Alright, now you know that if there are multiple cameras, then there is only one camera which can render at a time. So we can change it using the scene like here. So we need to actually use scenes to change the camera and to set render properties, and whatever we can do in the scene collection like here, we need to change it using the scene out class. Like here, everything that you see in our property is actually seen, aside from some things. Alright, like here, like scene world, scene objects, layer properties, layers, render properties, etc. So you need to use scenes for it. Alright, so let's get started with the basic of the scene, which is linking to the scene collection. So I'll open my text editor. And so first of all, from my previous video, we know that whenever we create any new collection, then actually have to link it to our current scene collection. So I'll show it again here. So I'll just create a new collection here. So for that I'll use this call bpy.data.collections.new and my collection. Now you know that after I like run it, and it will not link to the scene because it will not link to the scene because it is a collection, and it will go to like orphan data from here. I'm not going to show you because it will just increase the duration of the video. So now let's just link this scene to our collection. So bpy dot context dot scene. So whenever we want to like reference our scene, we need to use the context because we are working in the current scene, and if we don't want to, we can directly use scenes like here. If I like hover over here, you can see that the the pop-up box that appears shows bpy.data.scenes, and under it the name of the scene. Alright, so this is the name of the scene. Like here, if I create a new scene like this, then it will change it to this, the scene 0.001. So we'll go to our previous scene here, and yeah, in scene you can see that there's no object linked here because like my previous reason, we need to link objects and collection and everything to the scene to make it visible in that current context. Alright, in default Blender, whenever we open it, Blender gives us like a cube, camera and a light. Alright, which is not given in our new scene, but we can link it. Alright, so bpy.context.scene.collections dot children dot link and call. Now you can see that it will be linked to my collection. Oh yeah, collection here it is linked. And yeah, in my previous run of the script, the my call was actually made, and here it is being linked because we executed it 2 times. It created a new my call 0.001 here. Alright, now uh, if this is not clear, then I can make another video for it. You can comment down. Right, as of right now, there are only 5 views in my YouTube video, and in it the average view time is 13 seconds out of that 15 minutes video. So yeah, I don't think anyone is watching, but if you're watching and you want me to, then you can comment. Now that we have linked the collection, it is similar to link any objects in there too. Alright, we'll just have to use like bpy dot, like, let me make a new object here, like a cube, another cube, like cube 001. Let's name it my new cube, and I'll link it in the default scene collection. Now if I want to link it to my call, then I'll just reference this object like object bpy.data.objects my new cube, and then I'll show you like bpy. I'll show you one thing. Let me just do like link it right now. bpy.context.scene.collection. Oh yeah, I need to reference that collection to my new call. Alright, so I'll just reference this collection first. So call is equal to bpy.data.collections.get, and in it, which is my call point 001. Now to link to this collection, I'll just call call.object.link, and I'll pass object, and it will go to this collection hopefully like this. And now you'll see that there are 2 instances of this object. If I move one, the another moves too. Alright, so I'll actually have to unlink it from my scene collection, then link it to my call collections. Alright, so it's simple. So I'll just write an extra line like bpy.context, because I want to remove it from my context. Then c.collection dot objects dot unlink, and then my object. This will hopefully unlink it from here and then link it here. But it's here. My new cube is already in my call, so this was obsolete. I didn't have to write it. So whatever. Now you can see that it is removed from the scene collection and added to my call.001. Alright, now you can do a lot more things with scenes, like you can create new scenes from here. Alright, just you can hover over it and you'll see what you can do with it, and then you can reference the Blender Python documents to see the parameters. Alright, and one more important thing, this is very important actually. When you write a very complex Blender script which require you to use an external module like bmesh or math or like numpy, then or simply a lot of like minimal operators that you want to do, then you'll actually have to use this code here. Alright, this one here, I'm just copy pasting it. So it's bpy.context.viewLayer.update. So what it basically does is, if you are using heavy computation on some model to do something, right, then if you want it to show on your Blender in real time, then you actually need to use this, or it will complete the whole process then update here in the Blender scene. So you can actually use this. Alright, and one more thing is about the camera. Alright, camera here. I haven't told you about the camera. So uh, if I want to change the my actual camera from this, my like the inactive camera from this to this, then I actually have to use my blender scenes. Alright, to change the active camera. So it's simple. I'll reference camera like my original camera here because I want to change it to my active camera to this one. So I'll just reference it like dpi.data.objects camera, and then bpi.context.scene.camera is equal to obj1, and you can see that this one is my active camera, but this will be my like render camera. See here, this is my active camera, this one, and now if I run the script, this one will be my active camera like here. Alright, so we can do it using this. And one more thing that I didn't tell, that an object is can contain multiple types, like here, like shift add, then mesh, curve, surface, metabol, text, volume, etc. These are all like various types that we can call, and if we want to change this location, then we will actually have to convert it into an object, and its parameters is easy to, we'll actually have to see BPY objects here, like here BPY objects, no, types here, blend data objects right here. So in this we'll have to give it a name, and then object data, which will be our camera, empty an object, etc. Alright, so this is it for